it's flowing. Hello, welcome. It is day 15 and I thought I would try going live outside in this blustery winter day to talk about a really wonderful, easy embodiment practice that you might already know, which is taking your pulse. Today we're going to explore 3 ways to take your pulse as a way of checking in with your heart, with your emotions, and also just as a means of biofeedback. So there's nothing intrinsically right or wrong about how fast or slow your heart is beating. What's more important is just to know, oh, when I'm feeling anxious, my heart rate jumps up to 110. Or when I'm super relaxed, I can tell that my heart rate goes down to about 70. Whatever is your average heart rate, whatever is right for you, that's where you, just want to learn that that's your number, your happy place. And just to tell you really quickly, this is an exercise that I do in my meditation classes in person, where we're all sitting in a circle, and at the beginning of the class, I'll set a timer for 1 minute and we'll take our own pulse. And then just memorize that number. And then turn to the person on your right. So you give your wrist to this person and you take the pulse of the person on your right, and we time it again. Then we do 5 minutes of meditation and we check our pulses again. And this happens every single time, which is why I love doing this exercise. Everyone's radial pulse, the pulse that you find right here, is the same. They synchronize naturally when you are meditating together in a group, which is why it is so powerful and wonderful to do that in person with your local meditation group wherever you are. But today you're at home and I am out in the snow. So here we go. Way number 1 is to find the radial pulse. Radial means the inner bone. Actually, maybe the outer bone, depending on where you're. But if you make the letter R by crossing your fingers, you'll find it on the inside here. You're going to use the first 2 fingers of your opposite hand to find your pulse right about there on the wrist. You're going to set a timer, and you could even go for just 15 seconds and then multiply that by 4. Which is what EMTs and first responders learn to do so they can get a pulse really quick. And then that would be your pulse reading. I'm probably, just guessing, I'm probably at about like 85 just because I'm cold and my body's trying to keep me warm. That's the radial pulse. Again, this is a means of biofeedback, checking in with your body, and a really wonderful and simple somatic embodiment technique that everyone can do. Way number 2, if I can warm up my hands a little bit, is to get the pulse that's in your neck here. So it's going to be right below your ear, right below your jawbone. And I have to stop talking for just a sec. But if you press in slightly in this little indentation, you'll be able to feel the pulse of the blood flowing through your veins right here. So also something that you can notice as a way of measuring and getting biofeedback is how hard is it beating? Is it really strong and fast? Or is it weak and kind of hard to find? So just kind of notice these things. Try different pressures also. Try a deeper pressure, a medium pressure, and a light pressure. And then you can even use 3 fingers like they do in Chinese medicine for a radial pulse as well. But here you can also get some distinction on how the quality of the beat of the heartbeat as it goes through in this area, top, middle, and bottom. Okay? So that's way number 2. Way number 3 is literally just to put your hands over your heart. And sometimes it's hard to actually feel your heart beat. But if you press hard enough, you can actually feel the pulse of the heart as it's pumping the blood through your body. And when you get a sense of the rhythm of your heart with your hands on your chest, I want you to start tapping your chest. This is the original shamanic drum. You were born with it. It beats in your chest for the fullness of your life. And the more you practice coming into communion with the relationality of all creation, the more you really begin to recognize and appreciate and synchronize your heartbeat with the heartbeat of the world. That's what we're doing here today. The heartbeat of Mother Earth, the heartbeat of all creation. If you listen deeply enough, you can hear it and you can feel it. So, thank you so much for joining today for day 15 in our 21-day embodiment challenge. I'm so grateful that you continue to show up for these practices. May they transform your life. May you be more embodied, more empowered, and more peaceful, of service in the world to help uplift and connect. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon.